Welcome back to the world that was. Today we have 2,000 points of Empire taking on the Warriors of Chaos. Welcome back and thanks for joining us on the channel again. Today we see this Empire force riding out against the Chaos Warriors Invaders. If you don't already, please hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. It means you won't miss any more of our videos when we bring them out. Today we are playing Blood and Glory, so this is where you have to bring your opponent down to their breakpoint. Empire have got a fortitude of 6, I think it is, and Chaos have got 5. Both armies are probably not fully well, they're not fully optimized. On Triple Crown comp scores, they're like a +4 and a +5. So something a little bit different for both of them, although it looks like the usual Demon Prince and War Altar. That's not quite how it appears. So with that, let's run you through the lists. And run us through your Empire force then, Shell.
Okay, so we've got 2 units of Pistoliers who have vanguarded.
Yep.
I've got 12 Inner Circle Knights and 4 Demigryphs.
Yep.
And then at the back line, I've got a Hurricanum, 38 Halberdiers, a Pegasus BSB. I've also got a detachment of 5 archers with my level 2 wizard in it. Yep. Then an Art Collector on a War Altar and a cannon over here.
Fantastic, nicely queued up. What spells have you ended up? It's Law of Light you've gone for, isn't it, for your wizard? So
yeah, so I've got Far's Protection and Banishment.
Yeah, so only level 2 wizard on the Empire side, but that is the same with the Chaos Force, which we'll run you through now. And looking down at the Chaos Force, we've got 5 Warhounds with 3 Skull Crushers behind them. They've got 2 units of 10 Chaos Marauders. They've got Flails and Mark of Khorne, so kind of aggressive chaff. 23 Chaos Warriors with Halberds, Shields. The BSB is in there as well. Got a Chaos Giant. Then the Demon Prince is back, but not the usual loadout on him. He is only a level 2 wizard, Slanesh, kind of obviously from the build of him. And then 6 Chaos Knights with the sorcerer weapons out on that flank. My Demon Prince, he does have the Chaos Familiar, so he gets an extra spell. So I ended up with Hysterical Frenzy, Phantasmagoria, and Cacophonic Choir. And it's that all-important time as we roll off for the first turn. The Chaos did finish deploying first, so I will get a +1. I've got a 4 becomes a 5. Can you beat that?
Yes.
6. Do you want to go first?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Empire turn 1 coming up. Empire movement is complete. A bit of a shuffle, so Pistoliers have come forward, just trying to frenzy bait these guys. It's long charges. The Demigryphs have moved up, but really just to get room for the War Altar and Light Wizard to get within 24 inches down here. And these Pistoliers have swung round on the opposite side to make a nuisance of themselves. Winds of Magic, 5 and a 1, I think it was that we rolled, but then the bonus dice from the Hurricanum, and I failed to channel, so it's 7 dice to 5. I think I know what's coming. What are you going to do?
6 dice.
Yeah.
War Altar and Banishment on your
Demon Prince. Yeah, I could hide from the cannon, but I had to deploy him before you deployed your War Altar, so I couldn't hide there. Okay, let's do it. This could hurt a lot. Well, it's not irresistible. I will throw all my dice and try and stop that. And I do. Phew! I have survived 1 chance. You've got 1 dice and 1 meaningful spell left. What are you going to cast?
I'm going to cast Fire's Protection on my demogryphs.
Okay. 2, level 2, I think it's cast on a 6+, is it? Yeah,
6+.
So that's not cast either. Okay, I have survived the first magic phase. Let's go through to shooting. So the cannon is shooting down at the giant.
Yep.
Usual 10 from the back.
10 from the back.
Okay, let's see if you are any better with this misfire dice than me. You are 8 inches. I think you've probably hit me already, but let's see how far it bounces. Yeah, so you've blasted straight through him. Can you wound him?
Here we go.
2 up. Yes, you can. How many wounds can you do? 5! Oh, for goodness sake. The giant survives with 1 wound remaining. Pistoliers down here have opened up into these marauders. They need 7s to hit with a combination of cover and multi-shots and range, etc. It didn't manage to score any, which means that is the end of Empire turn 1. Chaos, turn 1. We have a couple of charges which I'm declaring. These marauders here have passed their frenzy test, so they don't need to, but their friends in the woods are going to try and charge onto these pistoliers. What is your reaction? Stand and shoot, I assume?
Stand and shoot.
And the knights, it's a long way, but we're going to try and get down the board here into these pistoliers.
Stand and shoot.
Okie dokie. We will resolve those and then roll up and see if we can get them in. Chaos movement is complete. The marauders down here did manage to get their charge, lost 1 to the stand and shoot on the way in, despite Michelle needing 8s to hit them. Down here, we were not so fortunate. None lost on the stand and shoot, but we failed the charge quite spectacularly. So in the middle, Giant and Demon Prince had skirted behind the building to hide from the cannon. Demon Prince is just within 12 inches of those demis, so you can guess what's going to happen next. The marauders have run up to make a nuisance of themselves. And dogs up on this side, juggernauts or skull crushers up 2. Takes us into the winds of magic. Let's see how strongly they're blowing. Wow. Okay. Do you want to try your 2 channels?
I do.
You've got 1. Yeah, I channel on a 5 with my familiar. Nope. So it's 11 dice to 7. Starting off my magic, I'm going to try a Phantasmagoria down onto these demis. Means they have to roll an extra dice on leadership tests. Need an 8. Yeah, we have easily got that. Pretty good roll. 10, 16, 18 with my level. You want to try and stop it or let it go?
I'm going to let it go.
Okay. And then, with no surprise at all, I am going to try a cacophonic choir down on these guys as well. Do I 6 dice it? You've got 7 dice to stop me, so I don't think I've got much choice but to. Oh, okay. Well, it's cast. There's nothing you can do about that. Let's resolve the spell, and then we'll see how bad it is for me. 2d6 hits for 4. This was definitely not worth it. Wound on a 4+ with no armor save allowed. 1. I have done 1 wound on the demigryphs and potentially lost my Demon Prince here. Okay, let's see what he's done to himself. Luck for this Demon Prince is running out already. In the Calamitous Detonation, he took a Strength 10 hit. He has a Charm Shield, and he failed to deflect it. Then he has lost a wound, having failed his ward save. The only positive is, due to the size of his base, with a 3-inch template over him, it didn't quite hit the Giant. So the Giant hasn't been killed. But definitely not worth it to do 1 wound down there. I have no shooting in this army, as per usual, for a Chaos army. So going straight into the combat down here, I've got 14 attacks, thanks to Frenzy, hitting on 3s. Strength 5 with flails, so killing on 2s.
Oh.
8 wounds caused, which didn't allow a save due to the strength on it. So I have to overrun, being frenzied. Can I make it all the way down to those knights? Ooh, 8. Possibly so. Possibly so. There's going to be a few panic tests just for a unit being destroyed. I can't imagine that any of the knights are going to fail, but we will just try it for the demis, given that they do now have the Phantasmagoria spell. So leadership 9, you're discarding the lowest, and that's fine. 7, they hold. Right, we'll check the distance to see if I make it into the knights, and then we'll be back for turn 2 Empire. Empire turn 2. So the Marauders did manage to make it into the knights down there who passed all their panic tests after the Pistoliers were destroyed. Bit of a reshuffle from the Empire. So Hurricanum has bunched up, come round to face the threat down of these Warhounds. Bit of a reshuffle in the middle, just making sure that probably another banishment coming out down here. And Pistoliers, having decoyed the Chaos Knights, are back in the middle. And the Demogryphs got a 6 on their random movement, which wasn't enough to get into the Marauders, and so have just parked themselves menacingly in front. Let's go into the Winds of Magic and see how strong they are blowing this time for you. Ooh, 8 +1 for your Hurricanum. And let's see if you can channel. No. Can I channel on a 5? No. So it's going to be 9 dice to 5.
Okay, starting off with 2 dice on Fast Protection on my Demogryphs.
Yeah. 5, yeah. Cast 7, only just really, but it's cast on a 6+, I think, isn't it?
Yep,
so yeah, you've got that one. I'm going to let you have it. Okay, and next.
Well, not surprisingly, we're going to go for your Demon Prince banishment.
Yep, from the War Altar Throne. 6 dice at it again.
Absolutely.
It is not irresistible again. I will throw all 5 to stop it. Oh. And this is going to be close. Let's add up the scores and we'll see. 21 to 19, so it is cast. I think his days are numbered. Let's see how many hits. 3d6 due to the law attribute. 8. Okay, a little bit worse than average. That's not bad then. So 8 hits coming in. Let's see. You are strength 4 base, but 5 thanks to having your other light wizard stood next to him. So toughness 5, you're looking for 4s to wound.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. Perfectly average, I suppose. It's a -2. I've got a 1-up save, so 3-up save. Ooh, failed 2. 5-up ward save, but I have to re-roll this due to the banishment spell, which is annoying. Can I get another 5 or 6? No, so I do lose 2 wounds. He is down to 1 wound left. Final dice in the magic phase being used from the War Altar again to cast Shield of Faith down onto the Knights. So we're into shooting. The cannon has got a line all the way down here. The usual. 10 from the back.
10 from the back, yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're going to need a decent bounce. So let's see how far you get. 8, yeah, you have hit him. Can you wound him? 2 up. Yes, you can. No armor save. Let's see how many wounds you do. 3. One of those is kaput. No panic test, thanks to Frenzy. Got some Pistolier shots. I don't know if they're going to be ranged with the Demon Prince, actually. They might not have much to shoot at. And then we'll come back for that combat. Down in this combat, the Marauders have swung first. High initiative. 14 attacks still. I've managed to get 6 wounds through. Still a 3-up armor save. Can you keep any alive? Okay, failed 2, but you do have your Shield of Faith, so can you pass your Shield of Faith save? No. 2 knights are hacked down with the flails. I don't think that's going to be enough, and I think the Marauders are about to get obliterated. The knights swinging back, hitting on 3s thanks to the Hurricanum, with a Hatred reroll thanks to the Arc Lector. Go on then. Can you obliterate me? Looking for 3s. That is not too bad. How many have you dropped? 5, but you get your Hatred reroll. So a full house of hits. Your strength 4 thanks to being in the circle, so you're going to be wounding me on 3s, and I'm not going to get a save. Let's see if there's anything left. Thanks to this abysmal wound roll, I have not been killed to a Marauder, but 6 of them were slain. It means that I've lost the combat by 4 in the end. Leadership 3 to stay. No, I'm off. Chasing me?
No.
No?
Look at them scary bits.
Yeah, okay. Let's see how far I go. I am off 7. And that is going to take us to the end of Empire turn 2. Chaos turn 2, movement is complete. So I had a couple of charges. Marauders and Giant have gone down into the Demigryphs. Knights have run up and started to come around the back of this building. Warriors pushing up behind. Didn't manage to rally these Marauders who continued their flight. Couldn't declare a charge with the Skullcrushers due to where the Marauders were at the start of the turn. So they have then backed up in a very corny way, but just to try and put a little bit more distance between those knights and the warhounds moving round. We're into magic. I have got 10 dice again. 2 shells, 6. I'm going to start with 4 dice on Phantasmagoria down on these demigryphs once more, which is cast on a 10, 12, 14. You're
gonna leave it.
Okay, because you probably know what's coming next. I have a plan. It relies on this. 6 dice, cacophonic quiet down on those demis. Don't kill yourself, please. Well, he's got it with a triple miscast again. Okay, let's see if I can do more than 1 wound this time. So 2d6 hits for 10. That is more like it. And these wound on a 4+ with no save. It's not fantastically better, is it? But still. 4 wounds caused. That'll do. And importantly, they now always strike last. And the random movement. What have I done to myself? 10. Just losing 1 wizard level on the Demon Prince, and he's now forgotten Choir. Partway through this combat down here, and Fast Protection really coming in on its own there. The Marauders have swung, only managed to get 1 wound through, only got about 3 hits thanks to the Fast Protection, and that was saved. The Giant has gone next and has Ed-butted, managed to finish off that Demigryph on 1 wound. The Riders have swung back and managed to kill 1 Marauder, and now we've got the demis. I presume these are all going into the Marauders.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's see what you do. Hitting on 4s, so 3 hits, okay. 2s to kill. Yeah, 3 more are slain. I think you are going to have won that combat. You've also got 2 stomps to do as well.
Oh, stomp, stomp.
Yeah, 1 more dies to a stomp. So Chaos have lost the combat quite considerably there. The Marauders are steadfast and the Giant is stubborn, so leadership 10 on the Giant with a reroll. He's fine, and I'm within range of my Demon Prince there, so 9 on the Marauders with... Oh, don't know if... Yeah, 9 with a reroll. Yes. So, we're all staying put. Not sure how I expected that to go, but probably not quite like that. And that will take us to the end of Warriors turn 2. Empire turn 3. We are midway through movement phase with charges. We've had a couple already, so the Pegasus charged into my fleeing Marauders, who've continued to flee on, electing not to redirect with him.
No.
So he's just going to fail forward. The Hurricanum is going to go down into these dogs who will hold. And the big one is the Knights, trying to get down here. Need a 10. See if you can do it. Oh, they're going to fail forward as well. We'll get the rest of the movement done and come back for magic. Movement complete, so the charges have gone in. The ones who failed have stumbled forward. Pistoliers have run back round on this side to sacrifice themselves, probably to save the cannon. Winter magic, decent number of power dice again to my 5 to spell. What are we going to start with?
We're going to start with Fast Protection on Knights.
Yeah.
That's 2 dice.
2 dice on it. 4, 5, 6. It is just cast.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an easier one to stop, but I know what is coming next, so I think I'm going to have to let that one go. Okay,
so we've got 6 dice.
Banishment from the War Altar on my Demon Prince.
Yeah. Get rid of him.
Okay.
Hopefully.
this is the turn. Right. Oh, yeah. Irresistible. It's cast. Nothing I can do about that. Let's see how many hits you get this time. He's only got 1 wound left. You need a decent roll on this one. Ooh, 7. Okay, 7 hits. Coming in. Still at strength 5. Let's see, you just need a couple of 4s to get him wounded. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. -2, 3 up save. Oh, I've failed 2. 5 up ward save, which I have to re-roll if I pass them. I passed them both. Can I pass them both a second time to keep him alive? Oh, just. He is gone. That's a lot of points and all my magic taken off the board. Nicely done. We've got a little bit of shooting again with your cannon and the pistoliers down here, and then we'll come back and see how this combat resolves. The pistoliers have unleashed on my Chaos Knights and somehow got an absolute bucket load of hits and 5 wounds. It's armor piercing, -2, 3-up saves to keep these knights alive.
Ooh.
Oh, thankfully I passed them all, but you did have me worried for a minute there. Got the cannon. I think his only target really is back down Skull Crushers again. Yeah, yep. 10 from the back.
10 from the back.
You have hit him. Can you wound him? Yes, you can. How many wounds do you do? Yes, another one is obliterated. It makes that charge somewhat less attractive now. Then we'll go combat. In combat, the Hurricanum blasted through the Warhounds as expected. Impact hits taking out most of them, and then I broke and was chased down. Coming down to this one, the Marauders passed their fear test, but didn't manage to do anything. They're back down to strength 3 now, having lost the impetus from the flails. I am still going first, thanks to the choir being in effect. See what the giant does. The giant does a yell and bawl, which is pretty much the best thing that I could have got there. So it's I auto win by 2. So it's just going to be a break test on 3 dice, thanks to Phantasmagoria.
There we go.
Which you pass even with discarding the lowest one there. So this combat continues. Chaos turn 3 charges are in. So the Skull Crusher gone in to the BSB. Remembered that we're playing Blood and Glory, so victory points aren't the sole be all and end all. And having lost my general, for me, it's down to either losing this unit or this unit. If shell breaks either of them, I'm gone, and I've not really got anything off of you yet. You've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So I need to get something. So the BSB gone into him. I was kind of expecting a flee reaction, but Shell, hoping that his ward save is going to keep him in the fight, and he has elected to hold. Did manage to rally these Marauders down here who've turned around and weathered the stand and shoot reaction to get my knights into those pistoliers. I have no magic anymore, thanks to you banishing my Demon Prince, so we are straight through into combat. We're going to work across left to right, I think. We'll save the epic duel down here till last. We'll get this one resolved. I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion, and we'll come down to see what the Giants do. No surprise, Chaos Knights obliterated the Marauders, not overrunning, turning around to get back in the fight. Marauders? Pistoliers, you know what I meant. Down here, the Marauders have swung and achieved nothing. Demogryphs have passed their fear test, and how are they going to split their attacks?
I'm just going to split them, so 1 onto Marauders and 1 onto the...
Okay, let's do Marauders first then. So hitting on 4s. Ooh, just the 1 hit. Okay, can you kill on a 2? Yeah, so I lose 1 more there. And then the big one, onto the giant. Yeah, you've got a couple of hits. You need... Oh, no, no wounds done on the giant. You have your riders who are now the same initiative as the giant. How are you going to split those?
I'm going to go both to Marauders.
Okay, so let's see what these guys can do. They get 1 hit. Strength 4, it's another wound, yeah, so slowly whittling through that Marauder unit, and then my giant is at the same initiative. Let's see what the giant does this time. It's a 3, which is Thump with Club. I pick 1 model as a target and I bring down my club. You can avoid it if you can pass an initiative test. You're initiative 4, so yes, you pass the initiative test, you're fine. Giant does nothing. You've got 2 for wounds and a banner for 3. I've done absolutely nothing. Oh, you've still got your stomps actually. Let's get your stomps on this unit too.
Stomp, thump.
1 more who's killed on a stomp. Whoop. So 3 for wounds, 4 for a banner. To my nothing, I lose again. I'm no longer steadfast on the Marauders, but I do have the BSB nearby. So they're down to leadership 3. With a reroll. No, the Marauders are going. The Giant is stubborn 10 with the reroll though. So the Giant is staying put. We'll let Shell do the combat reform. I'm presuming you're going to want to get more attacks into the giant next turn.
Yes, definitely.
And then we'll come back for this epic fight. And down into this fight here, both the same initiative. So we're going to do my rider first, hitting on 4s. Okay, 2 hits. I am strength 5 with my ensorced weapon on your toughness 4. So 3s. Just 1 wound at -2. You got a 2 up, so 4 up save, which you've passed. Okay. Now, I was hoping to get at least 1 wound through on you. So it's then going to be the captain to swing back. Let's see what he can do, hitting on 4s. Ooh, just the 1. We'll double check whether you get the hatred bubble from him. You wouldn't normally, but I've got a feeling that with his aura, it goes to everybody. We'll just double check that. Yes, the War Altar does convey hatred to all Empire units. So the BSB managed to reroll those 2 misses, get 1 more hit. 2 hits, 4s to wound. 1 wound, -1, 2 up save. I am fine. Now it's probably going to be the Pegasus next, I would have thought, who gets to do their 2 attacks. Let's see what they can do. They cannot hit at all. So, my Juggernaut, what can he do? Well, he can hit 3 times. That is very, very good. He can wound 3 times as well. I think he's +1 strength on the charge. So, a couple of armor saves at -3. Of which you have failed 2, but you do have the talisman of the 4-up one, preservation. Oh, which you failed both of those! 1 wound left on the BSB. Leadership 7 with the modifier from the break test with a reroll for himself. Can you do it?
Let's see.
Oh, yes, you can. Staying firm there. Okay, I was really hoping to blast through him. Things perhaps not looking too good. I've still got 0 of your fortitude down, and I'm starting to run out of models. But let's go into Empire turn 4. Empire turn 4. A little bit of shuffling round. The knights have charged into the side of my Skullcrusher. The Hurricanum has come running, galloping back into the fray, but just outside of 6 inches to give the +1 to hit. War Altar and Archers moving around, probably just to get out of the way of a charge from the knights, and the Halberdiers, who've done nothing. Have just spun around yet again. We're into magic. It's 6 dice to 3, and I have no mage anymore. What are you going to do?
Going to use Banishment on my War Altar on your warriors.
On the warriors down here. Okay,
Yep.
how many dice are you throwing at it?
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got it. What's that on? 6, 12, 14. Perfectly average. I am unlikely to stop it with 3, but this is the strength 5 one. I think I'm going to have to let you have it because I've got no bonuses to my Dispel anymore. And you're just a dice up on me. So, yeah, you can have it. Let's see how many hits you get on them. 7 hits, perfectly average. Okay, let's see how many of these survive. 3 warriors slain by that banishment. 2 dice left. What are we doing?
Banishment on
From the wizard this
from
time.
The wizard,
yeah, back on the same unit. Okay. 7, 8, 9, not cast. I should have tried. Would I have dispelled the other one? No, I wouldn't. Never mind. Okay, that's it. We've got just the cannon to shoot.
Yep.
What's he going for? The knights?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's see. I'm going with the standard 10 from the back.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay, probably haven't hit them yet. Let's see if you get a decent bounce. Yeah, straight through them. You're only going to hit 1 though. Can you kill him? Oh no! Finally, some Tom-style luck with war machines. Starting with the combat down here. Demis once again passing their fear test. Demogryphs attacking first. 1 wound left to get through. Can you hit me on 3s? It's pretty good. Just 1 that has been dropped. Let's see if you can finish him off. You just need... Oh, yeah. Strength 5, toughness 5.
God.
Plenty of wounds done. Let's see which way I fall. It'd be really nice if I could fall on you and squash you at least. But no, my luck, I'm going to fall on these guys. No, I do in fact fall forward. So I am going to squash you as I fall over. Both of these demogryphs hit. Strength 6, 4-up save. Ooh, 1. D3 wounds. 3. I have at least killed one of them, and then so just the standard bearer that's left. See if these guys pass their panic test for the unit. Yep, being destroyed, and then we'll go down to this mess. And coming down to this one, the Juggernaut and BSB are the same initiative, so I'm going to swing first. Everything into the BSB because I need to kill him. So the Rider has managed to get 2 hits. Strength 5, 3s, just 1. 1 wound at -2, which is saved. Okay, let's do your captain back then. We're relying on the Juggernaut again. He's only managed 1 hit, and there's no hatred now, as it's not his first round of combat. 4 up to wound? No, nothing from him. And then there's going to be a lot of knights before I get to swing again. 6 knights managing to get attacks in. They've got a total of 3 wounds through. Strength 6, 4-up saves to keep him alive. Oh, I only fail 1. So Juggernaut is still on 2 wounds remaining. We do have some horses to come in next. And then, assuming they don't kill me, I finally get to put my Juggernaut's attacks into that BSB. Empire Steeds managing to get a further wound through, and I rolled a 1 for the save. So we've got 1 wound left. Let's see if I can take down this BSB. 3 attacks now from the Juggernaut itself. Not a single hit. That was not good. Okay, so this time I have scored nothing at all. You've got 2 wounds, a charge, a flank, a banner, and a BSB. You've beaten me by 6. Snake Eyes? Oh, very, very close. Not quite. I'm just within 12 inches for the BSB. No, he's fleeing. Do you want to overrun or do you want to stand firm?
I'll have a think about it.
Okay, let you decide. Either way, that's going to be the end of Empire turn 4.
Chaos turn 4. This game is slipping away from me. Still 6 points of fortitude left for the Empire, so go big or go home. This unit of warriors are charging the knights who've elected to hold. I only need a 5 for the charge there, and the knights are charging into the cannon to stop that picking off. They need a 10. Let's try those first. Whoa! Wow. Well, they mean business. They're in. Does that mean I've just used up my good roll for these? Need a 5? No,
Ooh.
they're in as well. Shame we're not playing ogres today because some ogre charges there. We'll get those moved in. We'll just try and rally these guys down here as well. They are below 25%, so it is a double 1. Not even with a reroll. And then we'll come back for combat because there's no magic or shooting anymore. Movement is complete. These marauders continuing to flee. Others getting back sort of into the fight. Charges in. We've resolved the combat up here and the knights have smashed through the cannon. Reformed round, looking to get stuck in at the next turn. And we're down into this combat down here. I have issued a challenge of my champion, which was refused by the knights champion, kind of understandably. So it is my battle standard bearer who is swinging first. Sword of Might on this chap as well. 4 attacks. Decent number of hits. He is strength 6, so it's 2s. Still managed to drop 1. That's going to be 3 armor saves, please, at a -3, putting you on 4-ups. Oh, 3 knights are killed, and then it's going to be the rest of my unit, and we'll see how many saves Shell needs to make from that. 11 wounds caused by these very angry warriors with their halberds. 3-up saves. How many of you failed? Quite a lot there. That's very much a Tom roll. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more knights who are killed. Well, we'll let the remaining few swing back and then we'll see what's left. The knights went down swinging, and with the champion and musician who are left and their horses, did actually manage to kill 3 more warriors. Regardless, I have won the combat by, I think, 10 we worked out in the end. It's an absolute butchering. BSB is just here after I failed to finish him, so it is a re-rollable Snake Eyes for them to stay.
Here we go. Nope.
Good try. Second time lucky.
Nope.
No, well, I'm definitely going to pursue. I've lined this up in a way that I'm just going to clip the BSB to finish him off. Let's see how far you are going. And my chase. 10 for me. Let's see what you get. 7. So I've caught you and chopped you down, and I'm overrunning into the BSB. There'll be a couple of panic tests to do, which will roll off camera, and we'll come back for Empire turn 5. Empire turn 5, the charges have gone in. Shell realising that if this unit breaks, that is it. She will have reduced me below my breakpoint, with the only other standard being up there. So both the War Altar and the Hurricanum have gone smashing in with the impact hits to come. Halberdiers have just spun around and shuffled back. Wizard and Archers have run around the other side just to get out the way of those Knights. There was another charge down here with the Demogryph going for the Marauders, who had to flee, and it was a little too far to get, so he's failed forward. Winds of Magic, what are we doing first?
We're going to do Fire's Protection on this set. All of these.
The boosted version.
Boosted
yeah,
version,
so
yeah.
you're looking for a 10 on the dice. Yeah, that's a good roll.
Yep.
Am I going to stop that with my 5? Probably not. What have you got there? You've got 10, 17, 19. Ugh, but it is going to be very, very difficult. Let's try it. No, not even close. 10, 14. So you've got that. You got 4 dice left. I'm guessing there's going to be some...
Shield of Faith.
Okay. How many thrown at that?
I'm just going to do 2.
Yeah, you've got that one. Any more prayers?
Yep, got 2 on the Hammer and Sigmar.
Okay. Really powering up these units now for the final.
Oh.
Yeah, so all of that magic has gone off. Everybody here's -1 to hit. Everybody's got Hatred. Everybody's got a 5-up ward. And everybody gets to re-roll wounds, I think, as well. So, that's going to hurt. We don't really have any shooting. You've got some archers. You can't really see anything. So, we'll gather the dice and come back for this crunch combat. Starting off with the impact hits, we're both at strength 5. So, rolling the 2, both the War Altar and the Hurricanum together. How many hits do they get? Ooh, 4. Not very good. That's a little bit of luck for me. Strength 5, toughness 4, 3s. So 4 at -2 puts me on a 6-up. No, so 4 of those are slain. And now I'm going to issue a challenge from my BSB onto your Arc Lector. He has nowhere to hide and he can't refuse it. So at least that's something to help me out there. And then my warriors are going to be the same initiative as your BSB. All of my warriors have now swung. Fire's Protection really being a pain again. I managed to get 1 wound through on the Hurricanum. BSB survived. It was pretty tough to hit on the 5s, and then didn't manage to wound him. And no one else can fight here because we're in the challenge. So we're going to do a little bit out of sequence, but we're going to do the other Empire back, and then we'll roll the challenge at the end. So starting with the BSB. His 3 attacks. And he does benefit from Hatred, so you can reroll the 2. Still can't hit it though. Okay. So let's see if he can wound. He is looking for 4s to wound. No, but I'm pretty sure Hammer of Sigmar is reroll wounds, so you can reroll. Yeah, 2 wounds caused, -1, 5 ups. Managed to save 1, but it is another who goes. Let's do the Pegasus, which can reroll thanks to Hatred. No, he doesn't manage to hit. And then we've got the 2 war horses from the Hurricanum, who miss, but get the reroll thanks to... Actually, we've been forgetting the +1 to hit from the Hurricanum, but I don't think it's mattered at this point here. So both of those will now hit, thanks to the +1. Can you wound? No, but you get your reroll to wounds from... This is like playing 40k now, isn't it? 1 more wound caused. 4 up. Trampled by a horse, come on. And then we've got the 2 acolytes on top as well, hitting on 3s. Yes, and wounding on 5s, but with a reroll. 1 more. 4 up. Yes, finally passed a save. Okay, this has not gone well for me so far, but it is now challenge time. 4 attacks from my BSB going on to that Arc Lector. I'm attacking the Arc Lector and not the War Altar because I need to kill him to try and get some fortitude points back. Can I hit him? I can hit him twice. I'm strength 6, toughness 4, 2s. I have caused you 2 wounds. What have you got? You got heavy armor, enchanted shield, and mounted. So I think you want a 2-up save.
Yeah.
So -2, of which you failed. Oh, and your white cloak of Ulrich actually as well, aren't you? Which I forgot about too. But it doesn't matter because I hit you on 6s. So 1 failed, just a 5-up ward. Can I cause a wound on him?
Let's see.
Yay! I've done 1 wound on the Arc Lector, and that is it. His turn to swing back. Arc Lector to swing back, and what's he armed with?
I've got the Sword of Anti-Heroes.
Yes, so he's up to 3 attacks at strength 5, which is kind of cool. Can he hit me? Yes, because of the +1 to hit, so the 3s will hit, won't it? Too many rules combining here to make it really hard for my addled brain to remember. So yeah, you got 3 hits. Can you wound? Your strength 5, toughness 4, but you get to re-roll the failed wounds. 2 wounds. I only have 2 wounds. Strength 5, -2. I've got a Dawnstone, scaled skin, and everything like that, so I am on a 1-up re-rollable. I pass them both. I survive. Whoa. We have 1 stomp from your Pegasus as well, which hits. Wounds. And kills another one. Goodness me. Right. Let's work out how badly I've lost this. Loads is the short answer as to how much I've lost it by, but I am steadfast thanks to that front rank. And with the BSB in there, I get the reroll as well. Leadership 8, rerollable to stay in the game. Ooh, just clinging on, which means we are going to get to a Warriors turn 5. Warriors turn 5. We've tried and failed 1 charge already, which was the Marauders down into the side of the Hurricanum. Only needed a 4 and managed to get a 3. And we're trying the Knights down into the side of the BSB. Need a 10. Oh, they've done it. They've made it in as well. So that's hopefully the end of him. Let's get those moved. I will try my Marauders. I'll try my little Marauders. No, Marauders who are fleeing are continuing to flee and are probably off the board as well. And we'll come back for this melee. So continuing this scrum in the middle. Everybody's passed their fear tests. The Warriors have fought. Didn't manage to hit the Hurricanum. The Warriors have gone forward into the BSB. Managed to get 1 wound through. It's a 4-up and then a 4-up ward. He's passed it anyway. So we'll do the Knights next. Can I hit him? On 4s, thanks to Far's protection. Saved you 3 there. Strength 5, 3s. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Awful. 1 again, but that is all he needs. 4-up, 4-up. Can he pass his ward save? 4-up to keep him in the game. Hey, he is gone. So you are still not broken because you've got 1, 2, 3 with there. So at least he is dead. We'll do the Hurricanum's attacks back and then we'll come back for the challenge. The Hurricanum didn't manage to do anything when it attacked. I've now got my attacks in this continuing challenge as I try and hit the Arc Lector. Just realised with his white cloak he's a further -1, so he's actually -2 to hit. So I would be on 3s normally, but I'm 5s to hit him. Just the 1. Strength 6. It is a wound. -3, so 5-up, 5-up. Fails the first one. Can he survive the ward? No, so he does lose another wound. He's down to 1 wound left. Let's see what he can do back to me with his Sword of Anti-Heroes.
Okay, here we go.
He has managed 2 hits. Very nice. Strength 5, looking for 3s. Ooh, 1, -2, 3-up, rerollable. No, we're fine. And that one has gone slightly better for me, I think. We'll work out what the scores are this time round. We have remembered the fact that Hammer of Sigmar is in effect and re-rolled the failed wound for the Arc Lector and done the rest of the horses in that one as well, but no further wounds through. It means I have won the combat by 4 this time, thanks to the wounds caused and the banners and everything in there. So, break test time. Do you want to start with the Arc Lector? Stubborn. He's staying put. This guy, -4 though, so leadership 5 with the art vector. Oh, he stays put as well. Somehow, this game is going to turn 6. Empire turns 6. Halberdiers finally getting themselves into this game and have got a flank onto the knights there. I probably should have reformed them after that last combat, but never mind. Winds of magic.
What have we got?
Doing?
We've got a boosted Farah's protection and we're doing 4 dice.
Okay, where are you rolling? Down there.
Oh, can you see?
Not really. Okay, I mean, I'm going to have to try and stop that. Which I don't think I do. I have got 12, 13, 14. You've got 10, 14 on the dice, plus your 2. So you've cast that. Again, everybody's a -1 to hit. That is disgusting. Okay, anything else?
Hammer of Sigma, and I've got 2 dice.
And you've managed to get that one as well. Everyone's -1 to hit, and everybody is re-rolling failed wounds. Disgusting. Starting with this combat down here, my one knight on the edge has swung and managed to do nothing. Neither did his terrifying steed. Lots of halberdier attacks coming through. Rerolls to hit for hatred, rerolls to wound for hammer of Sigma. I've got 9 armor saves to make now. -1, putting me on a 2-up anyway. 2-up armor save. Oh my. 3 of my knights are cut down. I don't even know what I need, but it's going to be low. 3 might be enough for me to hold, actually. We'll quickly work it out. A 3 is not enough. I've lost combat by 8, and I have no... Well, my highest leadership now is 8. So, BSB's there. A snake eyes to stay. If this unit goes, the banner pops, and that's it. I'm down to my breaking point. Oh, 3 again, but that's not enough. We don't even need to roll the pursue. We'll roll it to see if you can catch me, but the banner's cut down anyway, so I take it you want to run and try and hit into that next unit.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, I've run 11 inches. How far are you going? 5, which actually isn't even enough to connect with the unit down here either. But that doesn't matter. I've been denied the opportunity to finish off this Arc Lector with my BSB because as that banner pops when he flees from the combat, I'm reduced to a mere 2 points of fortitude. 2,000 point game. Breaking point is 2. That is it. It's a victory for the Empire. And here's what's left on the table after not quite a full 6 turns. Not very much of the Warriors' army. Still a decent chunk of nasty Empire going. As I said, on this one, it's a sudden death scenario, really, with the minute you hit the break point, that game ends. Empire getting there first, reducing me down to 2. I didn't even really get close. There was still 4 points of fortitude left in this army. The Empire proving quite tricky.
It's all about stacking those buffs.
It is when you've got the +1 to hit, the prayers, the hatred. It was disgusting and they proved very tricky to get through. And your -1 to hit from your wizard as well. Thought I was doing quite well in the first couple turns when I survived some banishments from the filthy list here. But it wasn't to be. Another win for the Empire. Hope you enjoyed watching that one. We'll probably be back up to more filthy lists with level 4 wizards next time because the level 2 did not work for me this time. As we said at the start, if you don't already, please hit that subscribe button. Drop us a comment, give us a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything, helps us out loads and keeps good old 8th Ed going. And we'll be back soon with another one.